Obligatory podcast intro.
Hi, hello, and welcome. This is Flipping Pages with Matt and Adam. I'm Matt with my co-host Adam, and this show is where we take all 159 letters of the alphabet. We put them in the microwave. We each draw a letter and then pick a comic that begins with that letter. I don't know his. He does not know mine. Spoilers ahead for these two comics. I got H this week.
H, cool.
What'd you get?
C.
All right, before you go, I glubbed up last week. I said Usual Suspects.
Uh-huh.
That's what the movie's called.
Yeah.
I said it was my top 3 favorite movies.
Uh-huh.
And I called it the incorrect title twice.
Nice.
I said The Unusual Suspects.
That's not.
And the title is Usual
my God.
Suspects.
That really bothered you?
Yeah, that bothered me a lot.
Okay.
I almost cut the whole I almost cut my entire Usual Suspects
No
bit.
way.
Yeah, but I couldn't cut it because you went and then you went after me, so it was just you talking for a minute, and I was
Yeah.
like, I can't, I got to leave it in.
That's
And there
so
was
funny.
some funny jokes in there somewhere, but
Well, I had to do a retraction on the high power, high point.
it bothered you.
It bothered, exactly.
Just saying, it's my top 3 favorite movie.
And
Oh
then
man, then I
fucking,
called it the wrong title.
We're
twice.
humans, bro. We're fucking
Yeah,
human.
I don't know what I was thinking. Usual Suspects. It's a
Right.
great movie made by awful people, starring other awful people.
Yeah, that's just life.
and
bro.
some really good actors. All right, let's hear about your bullshit.
So, everybody knows about Capwolf from the 90s, where Captain America
He was a werewolf.
was a werewolf.
Yeah.
So that's always, and they made the action figure of it, and
the
like it
hell
was a
did you
thing.
do? Yeah.
So I found out that they made like a follow up, a prequel, a prequel to the other one, to the other Capwolf thing, and it wasn't Capwolf. I don't think he was called that in it. I think that was like a nickname.
So
for
a
it.
prequel would just be regular Captain America before he turned into a werewolf? Is this how
But this
he
is
turned
yeah,
into a werewolf?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
This is stupid, Adam.
This came out in 2023. Obviously, it's a Marvel. It's called Capwolf and the Howling Commandos.
Nice.
So it's like Nick Fury and Dum Dum Dugan and
Dum Dum.
Yeah, all those cool guys.
with his bowler hat.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
His shirt in this, how it always looks like a weird like corduroy type shirt. It almost looks like armor in this one. Not
that's-
armor like like soft armor, like Kevlar.
Okay, yeah.
Instead of like a soft knit shirt.
Does it look cool?
It looks sick. And it's just still look exactly the same with the lines in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
Thread lines?
yeah, exactly. It looks more like I said, more like Kevlar or something.
Okay, that's
it's
cool.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
So they do something in this that I have to mention before I get into it. On each intro page, you know how it gives you like the writers and they give you a bunch of info about the comic and stuff. In this one, this is the most in-depth breakdown of the talent that I've ever seen ever. So I'm going to read them all. It's going to take a minute.
me get
And I'm going to
comfortable.
mess up some of these people's names, and I'm
Of
sorry
course.
for it.
Yeah.
So the writer is Stephanie Phillips, and she's very campy and a silly, funny writer. It's pretty cool. Carlos Magna is the artist. The colors is Espen Gunderturn or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's a crazy name.
Nailed it.
Yeah, I was probably so perfect. And then VC's Travis Lanham. So it's like a company or something. Then his name. So VC's with like a uppercase and a little, I don't know. It's weird. And then it goes, Ryan Brown did the cover. And then the variant covers were Jay Anceletto and Romulo. And then I'm not even trying her last name. And then the logo, they tell you who made the logo, Adam Del Rey. The production designer was Kat Gregortz. And then the assistant editor was Caitlin Lindvent.
Oh my God.
And then the editor was Alana Smith. And then the editor-in-chief was C.B. Cebulski. And then it was created by Joe Smith, Joe Simon, and Jack Kirby back in Captain when he was originally created.
Who's the CEO, Adam? Damn.
I thought they literally should just kept going.
They should. Just everyone.
Production assistant, the guy who brings my bagels.
I was going to say coffee boy, Aaron.
So that was funny. It's like a whole page. Of
Yeah,
just
that's ridiculous.
everybody.
I mean, good on
I
them.
guess this is 1944. we pick up with Dum Dum Dugan running through just a hail of gunfire as usual. He gets pinned by like a SS soldier, and he's about to die, and then Nick Fury pops up and kills the
white Nick Fury or black Nick Fury.
So that's what they do to not have to explain why white Nick Fury is still the same age nowadays. They're like, oh, it's just different Nick Furies now.
Oh, so it's just
white
like clones?
Nick Fury was original Nick Fury, and then that's a different Nick Fury.
Well, that's his son.
Oh, right.
There was somewhere, I don't know if it's still canon, but there was somewhere he's like, yeah, that's my boy.
Oh,
that's
nice.
my son.
That's
awesome. Why he's
the same name.
He's missing an eye, and his name's Nick Fury.
He just happens to, oh my God.
On your 18th birthday, I poke your eye out.
Oh, just like that.
And you have to take my name.
Just like that last comic I did, the Rat City, where the kid has to have his eyes poked out.
It's Kurth.
Oh, so...
Is it Kurth or Kurth? It's Kurth.
So we have like just a big ass action scene, basically, is what I'm describing to you as our open to our Capwolf and Howling Commandos.
Yes,
they're running around. They get pinned down. They're just murking like a million SS soldiers.
Is it a bunch of Howling Commandos or just
the
Nick
whole crew?
Okay,
no,
they all
like
showed
the whole
up.
crew.
Cool.
It's like 10 guys, maybe 8 guys.
There's a bunch of them dudes.
It's like 8 or 9 of them.
Yeah, it's like Wu-Tang.
They all have names too. It's not like they're number 1 and number whatever.
Yeah,
they all have names.
Like Jurassic 5.
One of them's name is Gino. Like. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got names. Junior, one of them's name is Junior. So they're just murking all these guys, and then they get pinned down by a giant like experimental tank, like a fake Hydra tank, basically.
Right.
And they get pinned down.
This is Hydra though, right? Or these are Nazis?
They would have been. Yeah, they would have been. Or
okay.
Hydra would have been around. It would have been the same thing, basically.
Right.
They're pinned down. The tank is like above them, and it's about to shoot them with their main gun. And Cap pops up out of nowhere and blocks it with his shield. And then they have a little banter. So the difference between Cap in this and Cap in other stories, he is brand new Cap, and he is unproven, kind of like in the movie.
Yeah.
So that he's like, everybody's like, he's just a joke. He's there for bonds.
He's there to sell.
Yeah, he's there to sell bonds. So he's trying to prove himself bad, but
he just blocked a fucking shell from a tank, though.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
with whatever shield he had back then, too.
Yeah, right.
So
it was pretty hardcore.
No, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a cool introduction, but he's real cocky in this.
I was gonna say, is he a little arrogant?
He's like
in this
real
one?
cocky in this.
Cool, cocky Captain America.
Yeah, he's not even that bad though.
No.
They didn't want to go too far, I guess, because continuity or whatever. But he's definitely more arrogant than I've ever seen him.
No, okay, cool.
So it's cool. So they have a little banter back and forth, him and Nick Fury, and I didn't explain this part good enough. So Cap blocks the shot, and then they have a little banter before they even blow up the tank, and then Captain America jumps at the tank and breaks the biggest tank you've ever seen armor just wide open, just like rips a hole in it with his shield. So Captain America in this is like way more badass than
he sounds
original
really
old school Cap. Peak human, no, he is not
like
human.
Beyond that.
Way beyond that.
See, that's what I think he always is.
It is.
But that's how it should be shown, is what you're seeing in this.
There was some times where they did do it correctly.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Where he's like, oh, I almost died from one gunshot.
Yeah, now it's like, oh, he got punched by Dormammu
or
and
whatever.
It's like, and he's down forever. Like, no,
he should have exploded. He literally should have been like,
or just got up and kept fighting. I mean,
one or the other.
Yeah.
So he like busts in the tank. He told them he was going to wait for his signal or wait for a sign before they were supposed to help him. And it feels like Nick Fury stopped them from helping him. He was like, let him do it, basically. He goes in this tank and kills people and throws them out the top of the tank and shit. He comes back and Nick Fury's giving him shit for it, basically. He's like, this guy's a maverick. What's your deal? And I was like, oh, they're going to be at each other's throat this whole comic. And then now we see Nick Fury in a hospital bed. Both his legs are destroyed from earlier. So he's like, I'm out of commission. I was like, really? That's how they're going to put Cap with the Howling Commandos? That's just so silly.
Was it Nick Fury's originally?
Yeah, Nick Fury with the Howling Commandos. Yeah. So immediately Nick Fury is like, Cap, you got to lead my guys. We're on this mission that's super important. This could be the most important mission at the end of this war. We need you to lead the Howling Commandos. And he's like, I don't really want to do that, man.
You'll get to beat up foreign people.
then he shows his humility here. He's like, I don't feel like I'm worthy or whatever. Those are your guys. And he's like, no, the guys will love you. And the next panel, the guys are like, I'm not taking orders from this moron. And they're just talking mad shit about about him now. So they're flying to their mission and they're talking shit still about him. He's standing right there.
Yeah.
And they're just kind of like, fuck this
He
guy.
would eat all their fucking lunches,
without
bro.
trying.
Especially in this one. Y'all saw him block the tank and then rip it open, right?
Ripped
Why would y'all question him?
It wasn't even a normal tank, bro.
Yeah, some special Nazi tank.
Yeah, it was insane. It looks like, I think they called it the Mouse or something. It was going to be like their ultra heavy tank, but they realized it would just sink into anywhere that they tried to go. But they were going to make one with like basically a artillery gun as the main cannon. It was going to be so big.
Shit.
And it was going to have like all these extra little sponsons and turrets for machine guns and shit.
That's wild.
So it looks like that. It looked like that, really weird. And he just like tore it like it was tinfoil, bro. It just like went straight through. All right, so they're flying to their mission. It's called the Wolf's Lair is the name of this bunker that they're going to. They don't even know what's going on here. They just know that they've been using tons and tons of resources and people have been going in and out of this bunker, and he knows it's a giant, important bunker. So they're just flying blind. Fury was talking about how important it was. They don't even know what's going on.
Let's go see what's going on.
So they're flying over in their drop plane. The guys are kind of talking shit, and he's like, all right, we'll see you down on the ground. And they do one of the guy goes, where's his parachute? And he jumps out without the parachute.
Like
and we
see
gangster. He's smiling. He's smiling so big.
Nice.
As he's flying down. And he has to land in the water so he doesn't die, I guess, probably. And so he landed in the water, and the dum-dum's like, this moron, he could have just used a parachute and not gotten soaking wet. Now he's going to have to walk in wet boots, like, the entire mission. Like, this dude's dumb.
And then he gets out, and he's all glistening and hot, and they're like, damn it.
Like,
swishing his hair.
Slow-mo.
Looking all bad.
Shampoo commercial style.
Yeah.
So they're flying in. They're landing 5 miles from the bunker. And now we see what's going on in the bunker. There's a shaman werewolf woman who was around in, what year was it? 1832. She was alive in 1832, and she's still
old.
Still alive in 1944. So 100 and whatever, and she looks all hot.
How she look?
Yeah, she looks all hot, of
she
course.
Looks hot?
Yeah, real hot. She's
Old
super
ass.
goth chick, like big time.
Nice.
It's 1940s, and she's got like the drippy mass black eye.
Here at Flipping Pages, we love goth girls.
Just for the record,
40s goth girl. Let me see that. Pull that up.
Yeah, right.
Pull
here.
it up.
Check it out. That's the worst one over.
Oh, okay. I see it.
She looks like a Zatanna or like a old school like sorceress outfit.
Yeah.
It's
Looks a
very
little
weird.
More warrior type than I thought.
Oh, she's tough.
She don't look dainty.
They made her look all hot, but she fucks people up in this. She really does. So we see who she is and what she's doing. She is teaming up with the Nazis to make entire army of werewolves that she is kind of in control of.
Right.
So she's like the head vampire is kind of how they do it.
So the one she turns, she can control?
Yeah.
I assume?
And so what they were doing is they're using her blood and mixing it with something and then giving their soldiers the mixture, and it keeps them cognizant enough where they can make their own decisions. They can't really talk because they're just wolves or giant werewolves.
Oh, really?
But they're like thinking and doing they're not a wild beast. It's still them.
They don't go back and forth. They're forever.
Oh no, they
now?
go back and forth. They only.
Oh, they do. Okay.
You can only turn in the night in this.
Just at nighttime.
Yeah, there's full moon during this, I think, but I don't think it has to be for
Just
them
any
at
time.
night.
Okay,
it was
that's
just saying
cool.
they just can't be in the sun. Was the thing.
Oh god.
They
so
turn
they
back
probably
into
could
people.
change in the day, or they change.
No, they
back?
can't turn in the day.
Okay.
They have to be human during the day.
Rules
Unless
understood.
and if I guess if they were underground, I bet they could.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They
Is
just
it like
said the
a
sun.
time period thing, or is it?
They said the
it's
sun.
the actual physical.
Yeah, it's the exposure to the sun.
Okay.
So we've got our main character. Her name's like Roz. I'm pretty sure our main bad guy. Her name's Roz. She was around in 1832. She is the head werewolf.
Got it.
She's working with the Nazis because her family was slaughtered by the Russians back in 1832. So, like, she's been at war with Russia for 100 years, basically, 100 and something years. But she didn't have enough power ever, or enough werewolves, or enough backing to go over, because she wanted to kill the entire Russia or something. She wanted to like rule Russia, basically. And so she's teaming up with the Nazis. We got the only Nazi we really learned the name of is Fritz. He's he's like the general or something.
Okay.
He's the head of this werewolf project. It is known it's not like a unknown thing. Like the Fuhrer is on board with this. It's like one of their last ditch efforts.
Yeah.
Is this werewolf thing? So we learn immediately that Roz is
I'm
like
so excited about the werewolves.
that. Roz is her own agenda. We learn immediately that she wants to.
No.
As soon as the Nazis win, she says they're gonna give her the army back and do her backing to help take over Russia all the way or whatever.
Okay, so. Got to finish World War II,
and
then she can go to Russia.
Well, because World War II would have involved defeating Russia.
Well, yeah.
So
yeah,
they
yeah,
would.
yeah.
So
most
of Russia
campaign.
would already have to be basically fucked.
Yeah.
And then they were gonna let her loose on it.
Got it.
Because she just blames the whole country for it.
Seems like it.
She does. It's pretty like it's just one group of soldiers. And y'all were werewolves. Oh, the whole crew was werewolves by the way.
It's also like 100 years ago.
110 some years ago.
Yeah, those guys are all gone.
Yeah, exactly, bro. But she's holding a grudge, bro.
Yeah. Women.
Immortal werewolf.
Immortal women, right?
Right. Everybody's got that experience with their immortal women.
Immortal werewolf women.
So we find out that Fritz and her are kind of like either hooking up or like, I guess they're hooking up. So they're like, they're a little fraterner. They're fraternizing a little too much. Fraterner. I couldn't think of fraternizing. Yeah, with each other.
The Nazi and the wolf woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's got his facial scar like they all did in World War II.
Oh, right. He looks like the hardcore soldier.
Facial scar. Yeah.
He's beating wolf cheeks.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Yes.
He's killing it.
Beating wolf cheeks.
He's killing it. So our crew, Cap and the Howling Commandos had landed. They're walking towards the wolf's lair, and as they're walking, Dum Dum tries to send a guy forward as like a reconnaissance guy, and Cap's like, no, we're staying together, whatever. And so he gets an argument with Dum Dum again. So all this has been friction between Dum Dum and the whole crew,
right?
And Cap. It's just been all friction. So they're walking, they hear one twig snap, and they're instantly like, oh, somebody's there. Something's going on, whatever. And so they go, what is that sound? And then you hear, and then like 5 werewolves, badass looking werewolves. Bro.
Oh yeah.
Sick looking werewolves, very wolf like.
Cool.
But still human enough to make it creepier.
On 2 legs, or are they running on all 4?
Yes, and all 4.
Okay.
So their back legs are.
Do they have big shoulders and little legs, or are they good proportion? Let me see it.
Yeah, they pretty much big
start
shoulders.
Asking a bunch of questions.
Big shoulders and small, kind of like an actual.
Very close to what I was picturing.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
I pictured them more jacked though.
They all look a little different from each one. Like he draws them differently. Not like, oh my god, what is that? It's just like, oh, that one's supposed to be different than the other one.
Nice.
Some of them have like
gremlins.
Yes, yeah, thank you. And since they're like very wolf-like, it's like their body language and posture is how he's like differentiating them a little bit. Don't get me wrong, you're not like, oh, that's fucking Abel or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I recognize him from 40 pages ago or whatever. So they bust out and they're like on the Howling Commandos. So there's a cool ass little fucking brawl. Between the Commandos, Cap, and these 4 or 5 werewolves.
Yeah.
And the werewolves are super tough. They're not going down from full auto rifle fire and whatnot.
Shit. Yeah.
It's kind of hurting them. They're like, they chase them off basically with it until Cap starts like whooping their ass. He's like kicking ass with their shield.
Yeah.
But it shows him getting scraped across the chest. And I'm like, oh, this is where it happens. This is where Cap becomes Capwolf. He gets scratched across the chest. They beat the werewolves. They run away. And then there's like, maybe like a couple panels, so a very short period of time. They're like talking, well, what were those? That couldn't be real, whatever. And then all of a sudden, I ask Cap, what do you think they were? And he goes, and starts turning into the werewolf immediately. I'm like, oh, damn that was fast.
Real fast.
And he goes, I got bit. Somebody goes, you got bit. And he's like holding his arm. They didn't show that. There was no panel where he got scratched. That's why they showed it.
Weird.
So he's like, I got bit, and then just turns into Capwolf immediately. He's brown. All the other werewolves are gray. Capwolf is brown. And apparently he's not big enough to break all of his costume off, so he's still got like partial mask on and the partial shirt together.
He should have been like super bright blonde,
Something,
an entire blonde werewolf.
That would have been really cool. It would have been awesome. Hell
It would
yeah.
have looked hilarious.
Because they always portray him as blonde. So
Looked
like
like
that
Super Saiyan 3.
that'd be sick. Hell yeah. So Cap turns into Capwolf and he goes, "You have to kill me." And none of the other werewolves have talked yet. So we jump from there back to the castle or the bunker, and we see them turning a whole new batch of guys into werewolves. So it's like a huge crew now of werewolves. It's real quick. They take her blood and they mix it with something. Then they inject the werewolves and they turn immediately.
Like it's Hershey's chocolate syrup.
They turn immediately. So they're all scared about it. They're like, "I don't know if I want it." They had to volunteer, but they last second they're like, "Oh, getting scared."
Well, yeah. Fuck.
Yes. Oh, they have every right to be. And these transformations look sick. These werewolves are like darker, like dark gray or black or whatever. So we get the full change. We get the extra story at the base about what's going on with them. And now we're jump back to Capwolf.
Capwolf.
And they start talking to each other basically. Dum Dum and him getting a little scuffle. Not like a death thing, like they're like angry at each other kind of. And Dum Dum socks Capwolf in the face, and Capwolf they just stops doing what he's doing and they starts talking again. And it's actually really funny. So he's
a
like
super soldier werewolf too. Probably didn't hurt.
No, he didn't. There's no way it hurt him. So they're just standing there like in the middle of the forest basically with a werewolf Cap. And a chick pops out of the woods out of nowhere and shoots Cap immediately. And she's like, "Get away from him. Watch his teeth. Watch his mouth. Whatever. Get away. You don't know what you're doing." And then at this point, Dum Dum and them step in front of Cap to block him to not get shot anymore. And they're like, "You don't understand." And she goes, "You don't understand," because she knows what werewolves are, blah, blah, blah. And so they protect Cap, which was cool. She explains who she is. She's the spy that they were supposed to meet on the way to the bunker. She's a French female spy. Her name is Frankie. And so Dum Dum and them explain what's going on with Cap. Cap is talking to her and explaining that because he's Captain America, he can maintain his whatever, his personality.
Good,
and
check it. He does like a little dance for her.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, would a crazy werewolf do this? He's like
this.
doing this, the snake
The
stuff.
rave dance.
Robot rave dancing.
Yeah, hell yeah. So like she believes him, which I give her credit for, because in
he's
comics,
talking.
Yeah,
I mean,
she does think that's weird.
Chill out, all right?
Yeah, she does think that's weird for sure.
Is he like standing up straight with his hand? I was like, listen, little lady. I'm Captain America, and everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah,
it's just funny seeing like his mannerisms as a werewolf. That's probably quite humorous, Adam.
Yeah, because he's like all the way there. He like told them to kill him because he was like, maybe I'll be an evil monster and hurt
nothing
my
yet. I'm still good.
He finds out he's fine. So they hook up with this Frankie chick, and then they make their way to the bunker. Obviously, they're chill with Cap now, and Cap's like, this could be a good thing. Like, maybe like I can use this or whatever. The whole crew gets transformed into... the whole Nazi crew has just transformed into new werewolves. So now the bunker's
just full of right?
werewolves.
Jesus.
Because there was like a bunch before, and now she just added 10 more. So they cruise on all the way to the bunker. They're on the outside. Cap's like, I'm going to go around the front. I'm going to cause a big distraction because I'm a giant werewolf, perfect for distraction.
Yeah.
Y'all go around the back door that Frankie knows about, and y'all are going to break in there, and then y'all can blow up the lab or whatever. Because now they know what they need to do.
Right.
They need to get into this lab, blow it up, hopefully kill the chick, kill Roz, and take out the Nazi werewolves, basically.
Yeah.
So Cap attacks the front, and he's just molly-whopping these police. Like, just absolutely laying a smackdown. Now we got the whole Howling Commandos, Frankie busting in the back door, and the main chunk of the werewolves are standing like right on the inside of the door. They like knew they were coming from
Cap's
the other
over there fighting like 5 of them.
Yeah, he's fighting just humans. There's like no, it doesn't show
all
werewolves.
The werewolves were tucked into this room.
Are down here.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, so the Howling Commandos bust in, and there's like, I don't know, at least that 10 and maybe more, like right there standing in the door.
Throwing grenades.
Holy shit, that's how they actually get away.
Well, yeah.
So they start getting fucked up. They start fighting. Cap breaks his way into, like, murks all the humans at the front. And then Roz comes out to talk to him, which was awesome because in comics, no one ever just talks to each other, obviously. Like,
what? They talk to each other all the time.
You know what I mean?
Like,
to settle disputes.
Everything will go white. They'll be in an empty room, and then they'll chat with Galactus or some shit. It happens a
Yeah.
lot. At least it did when we were reading.
People in the same team just express their inner thoughts and feelings to each other.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Ever.
They're like,
And
if
it
you would
settle.
just say that you weren't at the mall, then all this is wiped away. All this is forgiven and good.
She comes out, Roz comes out, and her and Capwolf like actually talk.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "Hey man, what's going on? You're my kin now. You're family to me." Except she seems like she wants to bang him. So
Yeah,
that's
I was gonna
weird.
say my sex slave.
Yeah, basically.
We're
And
playing
so
mahjong.
she's like, "Hey, you're a werewolf now. No one's gonna accept you. You're different than other werewolves. I'll give you that. But just because you can talk doesn't mean people are gonna accept you for who you are. You know who will accept you? Your family, me, and all the other Nazi werewolves." And he goes, "I would never listen or believe anybody that ever worked with a Nazi ever. Even if you said you could cure me, I wouldn't help you or believe you or whatever."
Nice.
And
Good
she
call,
goes,
Cap.
She goes, "Cure you? You've got the cure. You have been cured. You are better than everyone and everyone else now. Why would you want to get rid of that? You were like a big time thing before, Cap. Now you're immortal. You'll live forever. You're way more powerful than 20 werewolves. Be by my side.
Yeah.
I'll love you, and we can take over." And he goes, "You love the Nazis," and she's like, "Actually, I fucking hate the Nazis. They're the only ones that I could team up with to take out all of Russia. Who else? Who else was I going to hook up with to take out all of Russia?
Yeah.
I couldn't do it by myself before." And so she like tries to justify it, basically,
Right.
working with the Nazis. And they have the sick ass little discussion, and I'm like, this is cool.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "No, I would never." And then she like whistles, and all the werewolves, not all of them, the other half of the werewolves show up and like dogpile on him immediately.
Okay, yeah.
And you can see it looks violent. They're biting into his shoulders and like his stomach
yeah.
and stuff. So down below, the Howling Commandos and Frankie are surrounded by all these werewolves. Frankie pulls out a grenade out of her like shirt and clicks it and throws it like 5 feet in front of them. She's like, if we're not gonna make it, I'm not getting eaten.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take some of these dudes out with me.
We're blowing
so she
up.
throws the grenade down and it explodes like right there in front of him. Then we jump back to Cap and fighting on the werewolves outside. And I'm like, I wonder if some of them died. Maybe like that. Maybe they're gonna make it like a thing. And so Cap's outside fighting. We see Nick Fury every once in a while throughout this, by the way. He's in the hospital and he's like, "Let me go. I want to go find my men." His legs are all jacked up.
Yeah.
I don't know what he thinks he's going to do.
We should have just showed him watching like soap operas.
Yeah.
Just getting
Listening
into a
to
soap
opera.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just
40s. Yeah, and drinking, because that's what he keeps saying. He's like, "Give me a drink."
Oh,
Give
he
me a
wants
drink."
alcohol.
Yeah, he's like, "Stop wrapping me in bandages. Just go give me some alcohol."
I'm tired of smoking cigarettes in this hospital room.
Cigars.
I want some alcohol. Cigars. Yeah.
You know he's a cigar guy.
Yeah.
So now we jump back straight to the back entrance of the bunker, and our crew, the Howling Commandos, all make it out. Nobody died. One of them's injured. I forgot which one of them. Junior, maybe. One of them gets injured, and they make it out, and they're looking around. They count off. They go, "All the guys are here," and he was like, "That's one person short." And he was like, "Where's Frankie?" Dum is. He's like, "Where's Frankie?" And they're like, "Oh, she took all our explosives and said she had to finish the mission, and she went back inside and went deeper down to the lab part."
Yeah.
And Dum Dum's like, "You let her go by herself?" And the guy was like, "I was actually saving Junior or whatever."
Yeah.
And so like I couldn't
She's
stop
a
her.
sneaky French woman.
Yeah. And Dum Dum's like, "I'm gonna go find her. I'll go get her." And then he goes, "The rest of you guys, you got to go find Cap. Go help Cap. He definitely needs help.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
by
for sure."
himself." And then we see Frankie down in the lab. She finds the scientist who's doing the mix of the blood and whatever else. And she's about to shoot him. She shoots right next to him and says, "Where's the cure? Where's the cure?" And he goes, "There is no cure. There's only a suppressant. It changes your genes, so you can't just switch your genes back again. You'll die," is what he's saying basically.
Yeah.
He goes, "So there's a suppressant. That's all we have." And she goes, "Where is it?" The dude Fritz from earlier that was banging the Rose or whatever, he's like, "You looking for this?" And he's like holding it, the suppressant or whatever. As she turns and her attention is taken off of the scientist for a second, she's looking at Fritz or whatever. And as she turns away, the scientist like bashes her over the head with like a tray. And so now she's like knocked out, and Fritz is standing over with a gun. He's like about to execute her. And right as he's doing that, Dum Dum pops out of nowhere and takes the bullet in his arm. and stops it, and it gives Frankie time to double shotgun the guy.
Nice.
It was really cool. So this whole time, Cap has been fighting like a bajillion werewolves by himself. He's down to the last few, and then Roz turns into her alpha werewolf.
Oh shit!
She's extra big, and she looks a little different, not way different. The only she's
still hot.
Yeah, I bet under that fur, she's still pretty hot. So she's like, now she's fighting Cap, and it's just her and Cap 1-on-1, and the rest of the commandos show up and start just like blasting her. So they're like shooting the shit out of her. Yeah, they open up full machine guns on her, and they're shooting the crap out of her, and that gives Cap a chance, and he like is knocking her out basically, and then she hears the explosions behind her from Frankie exploding the lab, and she freaks out. Roz does, and goes, "No, the lab! I need that! Oh, my babies!" Meaning the other werewolves or whatever. She runs back inside, and she goes inside, and it just explodes all the way. And she gets presumably murdered and mushed in the
She's fine.
rubble or whatever. Maybe she's stuck in there forever.
She's fine.
Maybe
no. But she ran. You know what's funny? I thought she was going to say my babies. I was going to make that joke. Yeah. And then she actually said it. That's funny.
She runs back inside, gets either stuck for eternity or dies, one or the other. She's taken off the board. We'll just say that. They're like kind of standing around and just congratulating each other, basically. Like, you were a lot cooler. Dum-Dum's like, man, you were a lot cooler than I thought. I was wrong about you, Cap. You're actually a cool dude.
We should have some comics together.
Yeah, it would be if we had something at some point.
Maybe if Nick Fury's still hurt, we could do like Captain America and the Howling Commandos.
Yeah, exactly. That would. I'm sure they did those right back in the day.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Am I misremembering?
That's what they were called, right?
I think so. Captain America and the Howling Commandos.
I know. Maybe Nick Fury was originally Nick Fury.
Yeah, I swear I've seen it. I could be totally wrong. No, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it feels
at least I know they were in comics together, obviously,
because
they put them in with each other quite a bit.
Yeah, no, I would be shocked if they didn't have.
There's one the comic where Wolverine was in it.
Yeah,
it was World War II, and he was in the Howling Commandos.
You're right.
With Cap.
You're right.
And Black Panther, like T'Chaka was there or something. I don't know. Huh. Maybe.
something
it's like comics. That. I have no idea what they were fucking doing.
So they like each other now. Like, they're friends now. Mm-hmm. Like, I respect you. I respect you.
Let's go on a date.
And they give Capwolf the suppressant, indicating that Captain America has to keep taking the suppressant. Yeah. And then, I don't know.
Which they only have one of.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what happens in the 90s story where he, like, stops getting a suppressant or what happened.
Oh, so he's been a werewolf this whole time?
Yeah, that's what I think they're implying, was the point. Yeah.
He's just steady getting these suppressants from somewhere.
From the government for the
Shield, Nick Fury?
The last 90 years or whatever.
Sorry, Black Nick Fury?
Eventually, it would have to be him. Yeah,
he's the one he needs for the secrets. So, hey man, I need the suppressant on the low.
Right.
I can't let everyone know I'm huffing this gas stuff because I'm a werewolf.
I'm a fucking werewolf, bro. Your dad didn't tell you about that? Okay, that sucks. Okay. I'm a werewolf.
I'm a werewolf.
Okay, so it ends with just Cap looking up at the moon and like having like a glimmer of the werewolf coloring in his eye, and that's it. He's like. And it just says the end.
Rips his shirt off and howls.
Just said the end question mark, and that's it. And I was like, I know it's hard to end comics, but like, damn man, you could have done something else. Like,
yeah, someone they just Dum should have like had a tennis ball and threw it, and then Cap like ripped his clothes and turned into a werewolf and chased it and brought it back.
Something should have happened. But that's how it ends. This comic was hilarious. They did callbacks from the first issue to the last issue. I didn't mention it, where they were like talking about, the assist. You call that an assist joke that they made at the beginning. They switch it back and forth, and there's like 2 or 3 of those callbacks from the first issue to this last issue. They were fine.
Yeah, well, you as the reader enjoyed it. So,
it was entertaining.
Yeah.
But it was so cheesy. This comic was so cheesy and very silly. Even like all of it was silly.
I was assuming you skipped some dialogue that was probably pretty cheesy.
It was all cheesy and silly, bro. Like cheesy and silly. So it was just like they didn't take shit serious at all in it, which I thought was how you would handle this.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. Everybody's face in this is kind of pudgy looking. Like, even guys that are, like, skinny, their faces are kind of pudgy.
Got a little fat to it.
Looks weird. And then whenever you see Cap out of his costume, he looks like a fucking old school, like, deadlifter. He doesn't look like a Adonis bodybuilder guy.
Yeah.
He looks like a solid, just...
Big top, small body.
Yeah, kind of more like that. And his head is just massive. Like, he's got a big old square block head in this. I've never seen him look just like this before.
Oh, we might have to post this.
I will. He's still blonde and whatnot, but he looks so different than any other way I've seen him before.
Nice.
This comic, like, was super enjoyable, but whenever I would recommend it to people, I'd be like, as long as you know it's silly.
Yeah,
and,
right.
like,
You got to know what you're getting into.
Yeah, exactly.
I got H. I found one called Hailstone. Hailstone.
Okay.
Hail Stone. It is a Comixology original presents Stout Club.
But they always have such, like, crazy subheadings and, like...
It's a I guess Comixology was the head of it,
Yeah.
and Stout Club made this, I'm
Okay.
guessing. It is written by Raphael Scavone. Artist is Rafael de la Torre. Colorist is Wesley Minole. Letterer Bernardo Bryce. I'm doing all of them because you did yours.
Yeah.
Cover artist Rafael de la Torre and Rafael Albuquerque.
Oh, okay.
Editor is Bis Stringer Horn.
Nice.
Created by Rafael Scavone and Rafael de la Torre. Yeah, well, this came out in 2020. So it starts with these two ladies. It is Abby and her daughter Mary. They're starving and the town's struggling. It's a little town in Montana and it's been blocked off by snow. They have no food.
What is it, present?
No.
Okay.
This is during the Civil War.
Oh, okay.
And there is like a army factory with a bunch of soldiers making belts and gloves and boots and shit. And it's here in this small town of Hailstone. But they be starving, so they're like, oh, I found some pine cone and bark. And they're like, hell yeah, let's eat that up. And then there's a big roar and Mary disappears. Abby's freaking out. She runs to tell Sheriff Denton Ross, that's our main character. His name's Ross. And his second in command, his deputy, whatever the hell he is, his name is Tobias. He is, I guess, mixed native, Blackfoot, and white. Abigail is there crying about Mary. I searched till my boots fell off. I couldn't find her. Where did it happen? And she says on Jacob's Path, about an hour along the trail towards the native camp. So he goes out there and he goes, it's the same thing, Toby, like, we've had 5 gone this winter, and this has happened the last 3 winters. Every family in town basically has someone they've lost. So he says, yeah, it's been going on for 3 winters, 3 of the worst we've ever seen, locked in this valley by the snow and fear. Do you think the army has something to do with it? They conveniently showed up 3 winters ago. I don't know, maybe. So they're getting food for Abigail, trying to help her. He goes into the police department, the little office area. It's Civil War time.
Yeah.
So it's just
like
shack.
the sheriff's office type of situation.
Exactly like you'd see in a Western.
Yeah, okay.
A guy comes, busts in, he goes, there's trouble at the army factory gates. So they go there, the whole town's there, and they're all like, fuck these guys. Mary disappeared. We need help finding all our people. Maybe we could find all the other people. They got a bunch of men and horses and all types of shit. They should be helping us.
Right.
Denton comes up, Sheriff Ross comes up, and he's like, y'all chill. We want their help, not their bullets, and this is a real good way to piss them off. This one lady starts being real racist. She's like, it's those damn Indians' fault. And they're like, dude, chill out. And she's like, sorry, Tobias. You're different. Anyway, she just continues to be racist till they yell at her to stop. She's like, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. So he tells everyone, like, chill out. I know what we need. I'll try and talk to him. I'll try and get this squared away. He goes up to the guards. He's like, let me in. I need to talk to your captain. So it's this guy named Captain Spencer. He's like, I know what you're here for, and I can't do it. And he's like, you need to help us, man. He's like, you asked me 2 weeks ago, and I said no then. I'm not going to say yes this time either. Stop asking me. I'm not. And he goes, we just need like a garrison of guys for 3 days.
Yeah.
We could probably find everyone that's gone missing this winter. I guarantee you we'll find them with that many men. He tells them, fuck off. Listen, we're making gloves, boots, and belts and the black powder for their guns. We are sending it to our heroes in the South so they can win. So they are the North sending their stuff to the South. And Ross says, well, how are they getting them? We've been snowed in pretty bad. And also there's no animals to hunt. You know, it's pretty crazy. Since you built this factory, the hunting's dried up and people started to disappear.
Yeah.
And Spencer's saying, you trying to say something? Like,
Right.
what you mean by that? He goes, nah, you know, I support the cause, but I'm trying to protect my people. They're getting desperate, which means I'm getting desperate. He goes, "We're going to fight the army?" And he's like, laughs. And then he says, your guys aren't popular. If you're not going to support the people that are missing, at least try and support the people that are still here. So he says, okay, I'll do it again. This, like last time. This is the last time.
Right.
So they come out with big bags of food. Everyone's real happy about that. They're like, thank God, easy. There's enough for everyone. He goes, we need volunteers to go search for Jacob's Path. So they go look. They got a few guys. Some dude who apparently killed 3 bears at once with one gun. He's a badass, apparently.
Yeah, jeez.
So they're searching, and he goes, how good is that gun against wolves? Because we're kind of surrounded right now. And they, like, you know, it pans out, and they're just absolutely surrounded by wolves. And then it's just chaos. They start blasting. This other stuff happens. This guy gets basically speared and flies across the forest. And they're like, that was no wolf. Will, watch out. So the other 2 guys that showed up with Toby and Ross were Will and Lewis, and they have both been killed. The sheriff, Ross, is separated from Tobias. He hears him screaming. He goes to find him, and he goes, that thing, it saved me. And there's a bunch of dead wolves around him, and he's fine. So 2 guys died. One of them said that wasn't a wolf, so I don't know if they died by wolves or some monster. But then Sheriff Ross says that thing saved me.
Okay.
So these are 2 native dudes. They're chilling. I love this art. It has like a nostalgic feel for me, and I don't know why. But I just love these shots.
Oh, that's early 2000s.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Right.
So Ross or Tobias is riding with Ross, and they come across these native guys, and they're like, save him. They go into their town, and the chief is like, oh, is that you, Tobias? And he goes, yeah, what's up? It's me. He goes, come with me. They're chit-chatting. Basically, the chief says, listen, I'm glad you're not a piece of shit like your dad. I think it's pretty cool you didn't turn out like that, so why didn't you come back and see your dying mother? And he's like, oh, my dad wouldn't let me. He goes, yeah, I told you, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But at least you remember where you came from. We're all good. So Passing Cloud is their medic. She brings Ross back, and she's like, he's fine. He just needs to rest. So him and the chief, this is weird. He says, look, chief, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the person I was 8 years ago, because he recognizes him. He goes, oh, it's Denton Ross. He goes, yes, chief, it's me. Sorry for the guy I was 8 years ago when Reddish Bird was killed. Obviously, some issue with this reddish?
Yeah, that's weird.
Reddish bird? I thought that was strange.
That is.
But Reddish Bird was killed, has something to do with Ross, and it was something between them. And the chief says, listen, my eldest son also died, just like yours, completely disappeared, no evidence at all. So he loads a pipe, and he's like, here. And they smoke it, and then he passes out.
Nice.
Him and Toby are talking like, hey, do you believe the chief? He goes, yeah, I think, he's so convincing. It sounds like he's telling the truth. Ross says, what is Sand Hills? And he goes, oh, that's like our heaven. This tribe's basically their heaven.
Yeah.
So he's like, the medicine woman was talking about it. It's where the fallen travel after death. So because these people have died, they have this belief that their souls or spirits or whatever just kind of wandering lost in the woods.
Okay.
They're just out there. They haven't fallen or descended or gone where they need to go. So they haven't completely died yet.
Right.
And these natives and these other people sensitive, they can feel it. My son died and I'm not at rest. I'm not at peace with it. Something's going on. There's like this, like they're hinting at it throughout the comic.
Okay.
Ross is having this crazy tripped out dream. He sees a picnic and he sees his son singing a song, playing with a knife. And then he wakes up. Tobias is like, hey, let's roll out. The chief, Snowy Owl, gives him a escort to take him out of their territory, which he was like, he's got a big heart. He's a good dude. So he goes home to his wife. I've never seen a husband and wife say each other's names as much as these people do. He goes like, listen, Lucy. She's like, oh, Denton, you know I love you. It's weird.
That is kind of weird.
It's like someone who's been together for, 6 months to a year. We're talking to each other like they've been together for 20. Mm-hmm. It's weird.
That's kind of strange.
It really felt off to me. But yeah, Tobias couldn't come to lunch. Thank you for making food. He's out. He had to go tell Will and Lewis's family they basically got mauled, disappeared, or whatever the hell happened to them. It really sucks. She goes, oh, like Percy, our son. She doesn't say that. She says, like Percy. And he goes, yeah, exactly like it. No evidence, no body, just gone. She ends up talking about this woman. Her name is Anne. She works at the factory. So she's kind of like dropping hints. Oh, they also ended the night shift. There's not as many guards right now. And he's like, oh, I didn't know that. Okay. I didn't notice it at first, but he's kind of like gathering evidence a little bit against this factory.
Nice.
Tells her good night. She's going to bed. She's like, I didn't sleep. I'm going to pass out. So he's like, I'll be there soon. Actually, you know what? I need to go get some forage for the horses. So he rolls out and he immediately goes to sneak into this factory. This part's really funny. This guy rolls up and he's talking to a private. He's obviously higher rank and he won't shut up. He's like continuously like, yeah, I'm gonna steal a bit of heat here if you don't mind. He's like, good Lord, I'm freezing. I swear to God, this valley's the coldest thing I've ever been on. How long you been assigned here? It's like 3 years. He's like, you don't talk much, do you? You're lucky. But like, he just going off, running his dick suckers to this kid. So it shows Ross behind him sneaking in, jumping over the fence, and he goes into the building and he goes, okay, this is where they make all this other shit. Gloves, boots, belts, that's where that is. Where's the black powder? So he finds this big building, and when he goes in, it's like a vault. It's like a room in a room. And it's a big metal box with doors on it. It's got 3 holes on top that you can actually see through, kind of like windows without glass. So he goes up there and he climbs up. He hears someone coming out. He ducks behind some boxes and hide. These 2 dudes come out and go, yeah, you get used to it. I couldn't eat for like a day after my first tour. He's like, listen, you need to straighten up. The captain's going to be at this presentation we're going to. He will talk shit if you look like crap. So straighten up. Trust me, you'll get used to it. Don't worry about it. They walk away. Ross climbs in. He looks in the little circle and he's like, Jesus Christ.
It's Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne. It's Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. It's Jesus Christ. He slips on the boxes and busts his shit. He's a grown man and he falls on a bunch of wooden boxes. Everyone hears it. This is Civil War time, so they don't have alarms. Someone just starts screaming alert, running around. This dude is like, I couldn't the old man talking to the private. It cuts back to them and he's like, couldn't sleep that night. The artillery kept pounding. I swear, when they were reloading, I could hear their screams. This poor kid, it just looks absolutely miserable. Yeah. Because this fat old captain has just been running his mouth to this guy. So, alert, intruder. They track him down to the room. They find his little trail. He runs outside. He's running through the field. They all see him. They're shooting at him. They miss him. He's able to get over the fence and get out into the forest. He goes straight home and lays in bed. He has another crazy dream about his son with a knife singing that same song. His wife wakes him up. And she was like, you were making a bunch of noise. Like, you got to get ready for work. We got to go to Abigail's house. Listen, Mary reappeared this morning. She's there. You got to get up and go. He goes there. And Mary's like, yeah, I'm fine. Can you tell me what happened? She says, I got taken by a giant beast. I woke up in a dark place. It was cold. It wasn't cold. It was actually really warm. And I saw light coming in. So I knew I was in a cave. And then I smelled like rotten flesh. And just a really strong, horrible smell. And then there was this giant, basically bear bot. It's a giant robot bear sitting in front of her. And she goes, it didn't hurt me. It didn't touch me. It just stared at me, just like guarding me. I woke up and it was gone after a couple days. And I ran off. I was cold and I was hurting and I was hungry. And I found the tribe, the native tribe, and they knew I was missing from the town, so they immediately brought me back. When she finishes her story, Lucy, Ross's wife, and that girl Anne with the cakes, she's literally holding cakes. They come in, they're like, I just made you pound cake, check it out. Tobias is looking for you, and the Captain Spencer is with him as well. Is this about last night? Like, I know you don't stick your nose in other people's business, but He goes, yes, Lucy, I'm lucky to have you. Goodbye, darling. Take care, Anne. She goes, I know you like my cake, Sheriff. I'll bring you a slice. And Toby. Sounds sexual when I do it like that.
Yeah.
So the captain is at the police station, the little sheriff's room with Tobias, basically talking shit about his dad. Like, yeah, I heard he was a drunk. Ross comes in and the captain's like, all right, let me just cut the shit. A bunch of people saw you last night.
Nah.
Don't try to lie. My second in command saw you. They know it's you. And he's like, you should probably talk to that guy. He might need glasses.
Yeah.
And he's like, I was that officer. He's like, I fucking saw you, bro. I knew it was you. Now I was in bed sleeping like all night, like a baby, bro,
Yeah.
with my wife. You can ask her. And the dude's like, okay, listen. Spencer says it's just a first and last warning. This is war. We're not here to play nice. Don't fuck with us. If I see any one of you people across my fence, I'm blasting you.
Yeah.
All right, you got it? And Tobias walks up to him, and Ross is like sipping coffee. He's like, did you really? He's like, yeah, I did. I did that shit. I went over there. They don't make black powder at that factory, bro.
Yeah.
What I saw inside was so disgusting. I can't even use words to explain it. It's so bad, Toby, but I can't tell you because it's so bad. That's what he says. But I don't have words to describe what it was like. It's butchery, though. Butchery, Adam. That's what he says.
Uh-huh.
Toby says, oh, like Snowy Owl said, like you could feel the ones who couldn't die forever. And he's like, yeah, exactly. There's something evil happening in there, Toby. We need to go check it out. We need to get in. And he goes, but how? And Toby has an idea. They go talk to Anne, who works there. And they basically, because she's like kind of ditzy, she just like pouring out info. Like,
nice.
Yeah, there's no more guards. They did put one on that back door, though. They got rid of, they only have 6 people there at night. But you know, just
Yeah.
There's a back door that I would use when I brought in dinner. They don't have me make dinner anymore. He's like, all right, thanks. Bye. And they're like immediately like outside the fence, like, you ready to do this? They're like, let's go.
Damn.
They have a couple of guys with them, and he's saying like, you know, I don't want to get you in trouble, Toby. He's like, nah, man, I want to know, like, just as much as you. You can count on me. I'm going to cause a distraction. You can sneak in. Tobias is walking along the outside gate with a bottle and just rambling like a drunk. And they're like, yeah, they said his dad was a drunk. Must be runs in his family. They're like, whatever, he's a piece of shit. And then the fence is on fire, and Toby's walking away. So, again, they're like yelling, intruder, or fire, fire. Everyone hauls ass to the fire. One of the soldiers gets knocked out, and it's Ross. He walks straight in the vault, able to walk right in. He breaks a lantern, pulls out little matches, so he has to do it one match at a time. And what he sees is basically a bunch of rectangular concrete, looks like tubs, basically, big hollowed out rectangles, just full of blood and body parts everywhere. There's lights, like electricity.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it seems like they have running lights here, and all this stuff, just body parts everywhere. So he gets out of there, bumps into another giant robot animal, and it is a giant robo buffalo. And I mean, it's like 600 pounds of just clumped together metal. It shows, oh, by the way, this is like 5 issues. I'm already at the end.
Yeah.
Shows 2 natives talking about, hey, those people that never reached the bottom, they're going to be free tonight. Everything's going to, like your son, your daughter, they're going where they're supposed to tonight. So they're all chilling on a mountain, like having tea, just waiting for the spirits to do their thing. So he sees this buffalo. Nothing's happening. He is losing his shit. It's the Civil War. He don't know what lights are. And then he sees the buffalo, and he's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Captain Spencer comes in, basically says, like, yeah, good job sneaking in. He's like, how'd you know? Like, we called all our guys to the fire, and one guy didn't show up, so...
Yeah.
We also knew there's a fire at the gate. The sheriff's probably... We're not stupid, bro. It's like, your diversion almost worked, but it was dumb. So he's like, what is going on in here? And he explains, it's science. I'm trying to create basically the best killing machine. I'll simplify it like crazy. These are weapons for the battlefield. Something that can charge and not get stopped. Something that'll run through every single man in front of it. Just devastating, killing machines, just a bunch of buffaloes. He's like, this is the prototype, but we're about to start mass producing. That's why all the animals have been hunted up. People have been disappearing because, again, I'll just be quick with it. They need their brain. so they can control them. So you have a buffalo, robo buffalo. It's just a dumb buffalo.
Yeah.
It'll attack whatever because it's aggressive because they give it shit. If they have a human brain, they can use electrical impulses to trick it and make it do what they want. Okay. Essentially, that's Captain Spencer's plan. That's what they've been working on for 3 years now. They've been hunting up all the animals, trying to turn wolves into these things, bears into these things, buffalo, anything they can they would think would be cool.
Yeah.
And then they're like, we need human brains. So he's losing his shit. He's like, dude, you're absolutely insane, bro. Like, yeah, you're crazy. He's like, it doesn't matter. I'm going to kill you and put your brain in that buffalo. And it's going to be awesome. So don't even worry about it. Toby's fire is like starting to catch like literally everything now. And the guys are worried. Lucy runs up to Tobias and she's like, where's Ross? He goes, he's fighting, he'll be okay. She goes, he's at the factory, right? He goes, yeah. It's like, the bitch is on fire. Yeah. Like, is he going to be okay? Like, trust me, he's going to be fine. Don't even worry about it. Ross is having another dream. He's seeing his wife and his son now. He wakes up. It's the captain's little right-hand man, little douchebag's like right in his face. He starts screaming to let me go. He already took out the buffalo brain and he's showing them what they need. What's specific about this town is this ultra rare, like, sulfur stuff. This is how you do the brain thing. This is how you keep a dead body from dying and coming back and dumb fantasy junk. It's this special sulfur they found in Hailstone in the underground. Right. So there's a bunch of underground tunnels under this factory, and that was where they got all the sulfur because they went there and bought it up like immediately. So they're about to put him down. Tobias busts in, and he's like, hands up, fuck all of you. And he hits the switch, and he shoots the right-hand man like immediately. It's pretty sweet. Like, hits the switch, shoots him. So the buffalo turns on, but it doesn't have his brain, so it's just a mindless buffalo. And look at it. I think you'll love this.
Oh, that looks super sick.
Right?
It's got like a minigun on it.
Yeah, I thought so. I was like, they don't signify. Like,
they had Gatling guns.
It's a Gatling gun. They don't say if it works or not, but that would be sick if it did. I mean, I guess a big giant robot buffalo wouldn't really need much more. Right. But still, it's pretty cool.
That's really dope.
So this thing is basically mindlessly just attacking everyone. Ross is still tied up on the table. They're about to take his brain out. The captain's like, shut up. Like, you're going to get him to come over here. If you want to live, like, legit, be quiet. Yeah. I don't want to die either. So Tobias is like ducking around corners, hiding from this buffalo. The buffalo sees the right-hand man and hits him into a bunch of pipes. So now there's like a bunch of gas leaking out into the room. Great. This is the best part. The two girls get together. Anne comes in and she's talking to Lucy, and Anne's like, listen, calm down, Lucy. We don't know what's really going on yet, but I'm going to go find out. Can I go with you? She's like, sure, if you want to. Oh, do you have a gun? She's like, yeah, I got Percy's rifle. They're like, we'll take it with us just in case. Which, fuck yeah.
Just in case.
These chicks are packing, bro. This buffalo is just running down walls and just fucking shit up looking for everyone. So the gas is leaking out. The captain's like, shut up. I have to go over there, shut that valve off. So as he sneaks over there to do it, his second in command, his right-hand man, wakes up and he's like, fucking kill me. This shit hurts so bad. Please shoot me, please. He's like, shut the fuck. I can't help you right now. I can't shoot. We're all going to explode. And he's like, help me. The buffalo is like, you can see blue eyes through smoke. And the captain's like, fuck. Yeah. Tobias is over there saving Ross. And it's a really cool part. He tells him to call the buffalo off, and Ross is like, what are you talking about? The buffalo, like, side-eyes Tobias and Ross, and the captain's like, oh, thank God. And then it immediately looks back to the captain, and all it shows them, like, gulp and the building exploding. Oh, wow. So I guess the fire, something about this, maybe he shot him. The gas. They didn't show him shoot, but yeah, big explosion. Tobias and Ross have gotten out. They're fine. This guard comes up, points a gun at him, and they're like, dude, there's someone behind you. He's like, I'm not falling for that shit again. And the girls knock him out with their rifle. Nice. And they're basically like, hey, thanks, Toby, for saving me. You saved my husband, blah, blah, blah. Let's have a threesome. He goes, listen, I need the rifle. There's something I got to do. So he goes out to the cave. He finds the bear, which is his son. His son's brain was put into the bear, and then he shoots him in the head. It's pretty sweet, though. He's like, is it really you? And he just, like, thuds on the ground. Really cute. But he's a robo-bear, so he's like, are you in pain? And he makes a noise, so he blasts him. That's why Mary didn't get hurt, because it was him. Mary was supposed to marry Percy, Ross's son.
Yeah.
So that was something I didn't say because it's not really important, but that's why the bear took her. Right. They were going to get married. That's why he's just stared at her, because he loves her and wanted to be with her, but he's a bear now.
Yeah, that's fucking sad.
Right? So bear's dead. They're all hanging out. Toby's going to find his family. Lucy's sad. Oh, it's like losing a son. Not really. He's not our son, and we didn't know him all that well. Blah, 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 life, cool stuff. Comic ended. Over.
Yeah.
This was a comic.
It was pictures and some words.
It was. No, the art was incredible. The faces were great. Top shelf for sure. Like, it like, personally to me, I love the way it looks. The faces were great. The art's incredible. But the story, man, it's like, I don't know. I see what they're doing. There's some really clever stuff. There's some stuff where they're not holding your hand. If you don't know this, you won't know this. And I picked up on some of those things. It's very cool. But some of it was weird. I hate to say that I was confused in some parts. When they went to kill the wolves, when the wolves attacked, was that the bear?
Oh,
did the bear kill?
Save the wolves?
Well, he saved Ross.
Saved them from the wolves, I mean.
But Will and Lewis died.
They had to
so
be killed by the wolf.
But he said that wasn't a wolf when the first guy got taken. He's like, that wasn't no wolf. I'm telling you, it was just weird.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, that's not clear to me. I seem to think the bear saved him, but who killed the other two guys? Did he save him because he's like, oh shit, that's my dad, and I don't know these guys?
Right.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
And it just didn't, like, grab me, I guess is the best way to say it. It was, It was just, it's a great idea. It's a cool idea. I don't want to say they should have done this or that, but it just didn't hit for me. I saw what they're doing, and I thought it was going to be cool because I love a Western.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cool, Western with monsters. And then it turned out to be robo buffaloes and bears. And I'm like, this is cool.
Yeah.
And it just never got as cool as I thought it should have been.
Okay.
Maybe that's what I need to say. And it was like a couple days arc.
Oh, really?
Like, it really didn't stop.
Yeah.
You know, he never really went home and, like, took, like, a nap or anything.
Once it started, it was going.
Yeah, because he went to bed and then went and snuck into the factory. And then the next day, they're like, we're breaking in again. Yeah. It was very fast-paced. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It was all right. It was cool.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. It was a comic book. Bing, bang,
boomer.
Boom. This is Matt versus Adam. It's where we take a random character generator online. We're doing the ultimate wheel again.
Yeah.
And we see who will win in a fight between who I get and who he gets. The arena is downtown Houston. We're out doing something, having a lovely evening. We see each other. It's fight on sight. Anything we carry, we would have on you. So your character would definitely have your lightsaber.
Yeah.
Because I got Shadow the Hedgehog.
Right.
And you got
Darth Vader.
This hurts me. This hurts me. Darth Vader, near and dear to my heart. One of my first loves ever was Star Wars. It was the Rockets, the Houston Rockets, the Houston Astros, and Star Wars.
Yeah.
Darth Vader is one of the greatest villains in history to me. He's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
And I love him. And it hurts for me to do this because my stats over here are mean, and Shadow is a monster.
Yeah, well, video game, first of all.
I mean, either one.
No matter...
Like, even in the... But
I'm a video game.
I'm a video
Characters from video games are always fucking top-tier badasses.
Yeah.
That's why whenever you have, like, an Aliens versus Predator video game or whatever, they have to make all these new aliens. They have to make them have so much more powers than they normally would.
Yeah.
And then if there's tie-in like media, like a comic book, they have to try to explain why these ones are so
what
insane.
Are we gonna do with these new characters?
Yeah.
Make them super strong and make them the bad guys.
Yeah.
So do yours.
Okay, so incredibly strong mastery over the dark side, lightsaber. inhuman resilience, superhuman strength, anger empowerment,
Right.
telekinesis, telepathy, clairvoyance, tactical genius, master combatant, master pilot, exceptional intelligence, manipulation, authority, leadership, cybernetic and mechanical enhancements, mastery of intimidation.
Yeah, so I think that's pretty good.
It is.
I mean, they go over like his strength. He's not physically strong, and like I was saying, the Force isn't like just some weapon they can use to just rip apart a planet. Like they act like it is, but it's not. It's not. You know what I mean? So I think in that way you wouldn't be, doing like crazy shit.
Yeah,
doing what
yeah,
you would
yeah,
normally do.
Right.
Even Legends, like he was way faster. Like he's very fast in Legends. He killed like 20 Jedis. It was like 10 Jedis in a circle.
Yeah.
He was like, all I see are dead men, and then he just wrecked them all. Like that's cool.
Yeah.
But we also go off of this list.
Yeah.
And mine is disgusting. You ready?
Yeah.
Master combatant, master acrobat, marksman, intimidation, indomitable will, master motorcyclist, high intelligence, master tactician. This is base form.
Yeah.
This is all superhuman. Speed, agility, accuracy, strength, stamina, jumping, dexterity, endurance, alien hedgehog physiology, nigh immortality, bioelectric chaos energy manipulation, electric charging, teleportation.
Yeah.
Also, when I go Super Saiyan, because I can, I guess with the chaos thing, so I guess I wouldn't have those necessarily.
Yeah.
So yeah, more with the Super Saiyan flight, improved superhuman speed, reflexes, strength, durability, nigh invulnerability, and object creation. But base form, nigh immortality, which I get is just I just don't die of old age and getting, so I understand that's not invulnerability. But superhuman, literally everything on top of chaos energy manipulation. So if I can manipulate chaos energy, does that mean I can turn Super Saiyan?
You can like
Supersonic?
Well, I know you can like shoot your like, was it like lightning bolts
Well,
or something?
he has electric charging and teleportation.
Yeah, exactly.
I think this is like a Knuckles Pac-Man thing. I think I'm too fast and I'm too crazy.
Yeah, I would think you'd probably win most of the time.
Because you choke me, I teleport.
Right.
You try to throw stuff at me, I'm faster than shit. You're not catching me. Darth Vader is half a man.
Yeah.
He is not quick. Even Legends, like I said, he is faster, but he's still not prime because he's mostly robot. This hurts me.
Yeah, well, because I remember it says, what did it say down at the bottom about his? It said mechanical enhancements. He doesn't really have enhancements.
Not really. It's all whatever's there is him. Is Anakin still?
Yeah. Well, and then
I guess the robot legs. He could jump
how they
probably.
Said, what's his name? Did his mechanical parts to be real shitty and hurt all the time. Like that was on purpose to make him not too powerful.
Right. Which is Legends.
Yeah.
And like Darth Vader Legends is stronger.
Yes.
But I still don't think he's strong enough to handle this quick little fucker who also superhuman strength. So like.
Yeah.
He's superhuman strength punching you.
I think your quickness is honestly your biggest.
Teleportation, too.
That's huge, too.
And I have electric stuff. You're mostly a machine.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, I mean, I think your only thing is the Force, obviously. Well, that's choking me, electrocuting me, fucking me up in the brain. But with teleport, that disappears. It's not a lock-on thing. You're looking at me doing it.
I mean, well, he force choked that guy over the fucking radio.
That's true. He did. But if that guy could teleport, he wouldn't be looking at him. He wouldn't be...
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I get that. Yeah, I just... Like I said, I don't know.
I feel like he has to be looking at you, because otherwise he would just be like, oh, I'm just going to choke Han Solo right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to go take a shit and then kill everyone real quick and then just finish this.
Yeah.
Oh, Leia's the leader of the rebels? Yeah, let me just choke. I think he has to see you.
It seems like it.
So I teleport behind you, you're not choking me anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm so fast that... just catching me again.
Yeah,
but,
like I said,
but,
your super crazy speed would be, to me, seems like pretty much your strongest against me.
But you also got a lightsaber, though. The percentages, I think, are like legit 60-40. Because I think any good day, you catch me out of the corner of your eye, lightsaber. You just need to touch me once. That's a missing arm, leg.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
And I'm small. I'm all balled up, I think. So, I guess they are regular.
I think you're just short. You're not a little tiny animal.
Yes, yeah.
You're not like a tiny animal, but
actual
you're not
hedgehog.
a full-size height.
So
man.
you cut me. You're cutting something off.
Yeah. And like you were saying, you don't really have that strong or you don't have crazy durability. You have like the near immortality. Yeah.
It did say superhuman everything.
Yeah.
Everything but that. I got stamina.
Right.
And everything else, not durability. So, I think 60-40, maybe 45-55, just because.
Yeah.
I think first meet, though, not knowing what it is. Me jumping around, teleporting, electricity, I think I got it.
Yeah. You're crazy fast. You're not like, oh, that's a fast move. No, you're like, you can't see it.
Yeah. And I can teleport. On top of being so fast, I'm basically teleporting. Yeah. I can also just physically teleport. I have electric stuff, just crazy strong and fast.
Teleport's a crazy fucking ability. Dude.
If I got a genie or ever had ability to get powers, teleport is always the first one.
Dude, it'd be so useful.
I just hey, y'all want lunch from Italy today? I'm going to go grab a sweet pastry from France real quick. And then I'm popping in and out.
That would be so sick.
For my job, I wouldn't need a company vehicle. I could just pop. All right. Oh, I need to grab something. Boop, boop. Done. Grocery shopping is so much easier.
Yeah.
I'm stealing everything.
I was about to say you don't need to work anymore.
I'm never paying for groceries.
I feel like you don't need to work anymore either, because you would just bounce into the vault and grab some shit and bounce out.
I knew someone who made a really good point and was like, if you got superpowers, would you actually go out and be like you right now?
Right.
If you got superpowers, would you go out and be a superhero?
I already told you my true answer.
I said no, probably not.
I said crimes.
Yeah.
Immediately.
I'm definitely using it for my own benefit.
Crimes.
For sure. Crimes, just to get a good paying gig, something
Bro.
I'm using it. I'm not going to be a superhero. So when she was like, what power do you want? What power? She thought about, I want super speed so I can clean the house and run to the store. And she was thinking totally logically and literally. And I was like, I started thinking about, and it all teleport. That's my number one.
The thing is, with the heroes in comic books, a lot of times they don't have to even go out and look for somebody to say shit falls into their lap. So in that aspect,
that doesn't happen.
If shit fell into my lap like that, would I run away and not help? No, I would help if I was there and some shit happened to me. It always happens to their family. So of course you're going to do something about it.
That's true, but logically,
going out
literally, you probably never come across
it would not
the
happen.
Chance to save someone from something.
CB radio or the cop radio.
You're following the cops, something. Yeah, you might stumble across it, but you gotta be looking
hard.
All right, I'll take that. Sorry, Vader. That really does suck.
Yeah,
but I think first meet he loses.
I would have to agree.
Yeah, I like the win. I don't like the win though.
I like Shadow as a character, though.
Shadow's pretty dope.
Honest. That's why I'm not super mad about it.
He is cool. What's Silver like? Is he as dope as Shadow?
I don't know.
Or not as dope?
I don't know.
Cream.
That was
Cream the Hedgehog.
A little after I was paying attention or playing any of the games.
I don't even think I ever got to Shadow. My favorite has always been Knuckles. The games when I was a kid, Knuckles, he was my favorite.
Yeah.
Every time I'd be like, I'm picking him.
Right.
He's my dog. All right. We are on Instagram at The Thing. We're on Facebook at The Thing. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, follow, all that, rate, review. You know that, all that stuff. Do that for us. New episodes release every Thursday on all podcast platforms. The Dollar Bin released every Monday. If you want to listen to them, they'll be there. Go check them out. Do all the internet button things. Is that the episode?
I think that's it.
Efficient, bro.
Yeah.
This new year's going to be all efficiency. Quick, fast, in the hurry. Episodes going down to 25 minutes. It's all about efficiency. Picking the same letter every week.
It would have been really fast if you haven't done this whole thing.
Hey, don't ruin it, bro. I can still cut this, all right? Y'all have a good one.
Bye.